Diddy die da die 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 da. Diddy da da die die da da. Diddy da 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 da. Diddy die da die 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 da. Diddy die da die 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 da. Diddy die da die die da da. Diddy da 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 da. Everyone together, let's go together. כולם ביחד. ואהבה סוילה אהבתי הכי משכתי חסד ואהבה סוילה אהבתי כן משכתי הגבוס תמותנה בחסדי מיתך לא ימוש ימוש הגבוס תמותנה בחסדי מיתך לא ימוש an everlasting love I have loved you for this I have drawn you with my love an everlasting love I have loved you for this I have drawn you with my love together everybody the mountains will crumble and the hillside will fade away but my love for you will not end the mountains will crumble and the hillside will fade away but my love for you will not end ay 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 did it die down ay die down da 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 ay da 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 ay die down da 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 did it die down ay die down da 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 ay die down da 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 from the beginning together ay ve'ahava sohila ay ve'ahava sohila ahavti haken neshachti chased ehar yamush hagevai temutena vechasdi meiteh lo yamush ehar yamush hagevai temutena vechasdi meiteh lo yamush One more time together, everybody. Temutena v'chazni meiten lo yavomu.
We're gonna say Tehillim now for the Sgan Rosh Yeshivas of Shmuel Kamenetsky and for Rebbe's brother-in-law of Kamenetsky's Harav Shmuel ben Ita Etel and Rebbe's brother-in-law is Chaim Shlomo ben Rachel. Everybody please stand up. Say it responsively.
Shilam Alois, Eso Einai Elohore, Meyayin Yova Yezri. Ezri Meyim Adonai, Oisei Shomayim Boretz. Al Yitein Lamoit Raglecho, Al Yonim Shoimrecho. Hinei lo yonim v'lo yishon shomer Yisroel. Adonai shomerecho, Adonai tzilcho al yad yeminecho. Yoimam hashemesh lo yakeko v'yoreach baloilo. Adino yishmorcho mikol ro yishmoires nafshecho. Adino yishmor tzeischo v'yecho me'ato v'yad olam. Shira malois mimamakim kurusicho Adinoi. Adinoi shimo bekoili tienu oznecho kashuvois lekoil tachenunoi. Im avoinois tishmor yo Adinoi miyamoid. Ki imcho haslicho leman tivorei. Akivisi Adinoi kirso nafshi ledvoroi hoicholti. Nafshi ladinoi mi shoimrim laboiker, shoimrim laboiker. Yachel Yisroel al Adinoi ki im Adinoi hachesed v'harbe imoi fidos. Who yivdes Yisrael mikol avoy noisav.
Didida ya ya, didida da ma ya ya ya, ah ya 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 ma ya ya, didida ah da da, didida da ya ba ba ba, ah da da ba da da da. Dini da da da, dini da da, ma ya ya ya. Ha da da ba bye 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 bye. Dini da ya, dini da da ya ya ya. Ha da da ba ba ba. Ha ya 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 ya. Ya vino malkeinu, hey lavanu memelech, hey lanu memelech, hey memelech, ata yavinu malkeinu, hey lanu melech, hey lanu melech, hey Kini da da da, kini da 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 da, kini da da da, kini da da da, kini da 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 da, kini da 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 da. Aya maya maya ya, kini da da. Everyone together, diddy da, ya ya, diddy da da. Hi, diddy da da da, diddy da da, ma ya ya ya, diddy da da da, bye 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 bye, ah da, diddy da da da, diddy da da, ma ya ya ya, ah da da da, ah ya ya ya, ah. Just you, diddy da da da. Ah ya ya ya, ah ya ma ya ma ya ya, my diddy da. Diddy da da da, ya ba 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 ba, bye bye. Diddy da da da, diddy da, diddy da da, diddy da da da, ma ya 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 ma, ah ya ma ya ma ya. Kikara Yelecha Hadavar Meyo Shicha Yovil Bavcha Kikara Eilecha Hadavar Meyo Ficha Uvilvavcha Hayla Baba Soy Beficha Uvilvavcha Hayla קדשנו במצוותיך, חכנו בסוירסך, הישבנו מטובך, ושם נפשנו בשובסך. קדשנו במצוותיך, חכנו בסוירסך, הישבנו. Let's go, ayay, v'taher libeinu, v'taher libeinu, ayay, v'taher libeinu, hey, v'taher libeinu, hey, v'taher libeinu, le'avdecha v'yemes, v'taher libeinu, le'avdecha v'yemes, hoy, Hadshenu. Amar Zayid Meshuma, ay, 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 v'taher libeinu, le'avdecha v'yemes, v'taher libeinu, ay, 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 v'taher libeinu, v'taher libeinu, le'avdecha v'yemes, ay, ay, v'taher libeinu, le'avdecha v'yemes, v'taher libeinu, ay, 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 v'taher libeinu, v'taher libeinu, eino le'avdecha v'yemes, ay, v'taher libeinu, v'yemes, v'taher libeinu, le'avdecha v'yemes. Master of the universe, I will sing a song for you. Where may I find you? But where will I not find you? Where I go, there you are. Where I stay, there you are too. only you, you alone, you again, only you, only you, only you, only you, only you. Master of the universe, I will sing a song for you. Where will I find you? But where will I not find you? Where I go, there you are. Where I stay, there you are too. Only you, you alone, you again. Only you, only you, only you, only you. Only you, only you. Dee da da da, dee da da da, dee da da, oh da da da, dee da da da, dee da da da. Only you, only you, only you.
Kodesh Baruch Hu Lakol, Af Rashbi Lakol. Just as Hashem is for all, so too is Rabbi Shimon for all. Rabbi Shimon Lakol, when Rav Weinberger mentioned to us last year that it would be so wonderful and ideal if we were to expand our annual BaOmer Hilula Lakol to everybody, I didn't really realize he also meant Lakol Makomos, Lakol Ir Vikiria. How incredible is this? We have joining us here tonight, Holy Yidden, a chaver from Toronto, a group from Los Angeles, from Atlanta, from all over Bergen County, New Jersey, Teaneck, Bergenfield, Paramus, and an entire bus coming from South Jersey with the Lakewood Chabura. And of course, all our precious locals from the shul and the very special greater Five-Town Sarakari community. All joined together so beautifully with Rebbe and the Eish Kodesh family for this, the most fiery of nights. Please allow me to thank for a minute the most dedicated and talented team here at Eish Kodesh for bringing this magical night into existence. Yitzchak Mordechai Fader, Aaron Rosenthal, Yaakov Schmuckler, Dov Perkel, Menachem Lew, and Howie Hershkovich. The heroic Eish Kodesh security team led by Gabriel Fagan, Noach Gordon, and Ronan Fuchsbrumer. All of the selfless chevra on hand today helping usher and with the tickets and with the million other things that go into creating what you see and feel here tonight. Thank you to our special friend, Mayor Kolka Lighting. Erez Shiloh. Erez here? Erez, who we may have to kidnap in like a month so he doesn't leave us. Our dear friend who we've come to rely on in more ways than I can count, and always with the greatest smile and most incredible attitude, no matter the pressure or the stakes. Erez Shiloh. And of course, to our unrivaled and generous sponsors, your support and chizuk is immeasurable. It allows us the luxury and ability to bring Rav Weinberger and nights like this into reality, allowing for thousands and thousands to be brought joy and comfort through his inspiration and kirvos elokim, closeness to the Rebbeinu Shalom. Okay, so there's actually like 100 sponsors or something, so forgive me for mentioning only just a handful. We really do appreciate the support of every single one of you. The full list will be on the projector here and there throughout the night. Thank you to our dear Chavi Ravelli and Sherry Brazil, the Thalon family, Refuah Shlema to all in need and in honor of Rabi, Julian Fetzal, Eloy Nishmas, Yoshua Ben, Fanny Fega, Cynthia and Harry Kadowitz in honor of Rabi and Lezecha Nishmas Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, Mikey and Rebecca Richmond in honor of Rabbi and Rebbetzin Weinberger, Rabbi and Rebbetzin Levin and Jay-Z. Zilberman family, Refuah Shlema for Alexander Ben Nechama, Alan and Fran Broder, thanking Rav Weinberger for inspiring us, Yeshua and Rivka Livian in honor of Rabbi and Rebbetzin. The Lakewood Chabura, thank you. 24/6 in honor of Rabbi and Eitan Katz and the Schus of Rabbi Shimon, and Simi and Aviva Zelenshik, the cover of HaTana Lokai, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, and with deep appreciation of Rav Weinberger, the Rebbetzin, and the entire Kehila. Moshe Rosenbaum in honor of his wife, Rivka Chana, birthday BaOmer, BaOmer, and from the entire Chevra and Rav Yaakov Lifshitz, Refuah Shlema to our dear friend Simcha Mordechai Ben Rachel, and a special shout out to my buddy Alicia Pilevsky. Welcome to your first Hilula, and Mirza Hashem, of many, many Hilulas, and the best of health until 120. And to our Madura sponsors, what could I say? Two especially dear and close friends of mine in the shul. Your generosity and chizuk should be a zechus and source for so much bracha and Yiddish and achas for many, many years to come in the best of health. Adam and Lindsay Oken, in honor and support of Rebbe and his lifetime mission of the Cheshefutzu by Anosecha Chutza. May each of us be zeicher to fulfill our own roles in spreading Torah Rashbi and Baal Shem and helping bring Mashiach B'Kar of Mamish. And Yossi and Renee Rosenfeld, Leo and Nishmas for the cover of HaTana Lokai, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, and a Refuah Shalema for Shmuel ben Ita Etel and Moshe ben Rezel. Thank you all for coming out, and welcome to those on the live stream. Of HaEloki Lag BaOmer.
That's Jay-Z. Yaakov Zold and the big Yeshakar, the Yaakov area. I thank all those people who were just thanked. On behalf of my wife, my family, and the whole Chevra and Eish Kodesh, to thank Eitan and the Chevra. It's already so many years. Eitan just mentioned that we're doing this 20 years together, besides the other places in the world that we've been together. But we all want to end up in Yerushalayim. It should be soon. So, Chevra, l'shem yichud kudshu b'yichud shchintei, li'achet shem yudkei v'vavkei b'yichud u'shlim shem kol Yisrael. We're here in this corner of Hashem Yisrael's world, to connect to the HaEloki, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, Susi Galeinu. Everybody here knows that these last few years, just judging by what's happening here tonight, Kanai Nahara, our Hilulas began in the house on Noda Road and Woodmere Boulevard upstairs. I think we put an extra third table. And the fire of Rabbi Shimon is burning everywhere in the world. And we feel the excitement. We want to have a part of it. So let's, on our level, let's try to join with our brothers and sisters in Eretz Yisrael and Meron. We're going to make a stopover in Uman, and then we'll head to Meron. Because we need to understand, what is it about Rabbi Shimon? And then subsequently, the Baal Shem HaKadosh, Rabbi Nachman, the Tzaddikim, the Yechidei HaDoros. What is this? Because all the Yechidei HaDoros are talking about the Vilna Gaon, the Ramchal, the Ari HaKadosh. It's all Rabbi Shimon. So in Torah Samach Daled, in Likutei Moharan Samach Daled. Rabbi Nachman is talking about music. And he says, Kida, that you should know. Shekol Chachma v'Chachma sheba'olam yesh lezema v'nigun miyuchad. Rabbi Nachman says that every Chachma in the world has its own song, has its own nigun. Shezeh zemer miyuchad lo Chachma zu. And this song is unique. This Chachma. Umizah zemer nimsheches ha-Chachma hazayis. And this Chachma comes from that song. Zabechina Zamru Maskil. Now, the simple meaning of the words Zamru Maskil in Tehillim is that wise people come and sing. Rabbi Nachman says, Shekol Seichel v'Chachma Yesh lo Zema v'Nigun. Zamru Maskil means that every Seichel, every Chachma has a Zemer, it has a Nigun, it has a song. So Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai is the Chacham Harazim, the Chachma Hanisteros, the secret, the wisdom of the secret of Torah. And the nigun of Rabbi Shimon is the nigun of that Chachma of Pnimiyus HaTorah. That somehow this nigun, like in the old story, the fairy tale of the Pied Piper, Lahavdil, that somehow there's a song, Lahavdil, and this song of Rabbi Shimon, of this Chachma of Chachma Hanisteres, is bringing us back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, is preparing us for Mashiach Tzidkeinu. So we want to understand, what is this nigun? What is this song of Rabbi Shimon? So in Torah Nun Daled, Boyal Paro, there Rabbi Nachman is talking about Nevuah and Ruach HaKodesh. And it's interesting, we say the words all the time, Kakosov al Yad Neviecha. There's something special Rabbi Nachman says about the music of the Nevi'im and the Yad Neviecha, the instruments that were played, Kenagein HaMenagein, in order to bring about the Ruach of Nevuah. So listen, Chevra, to a sentence or two from Rabbi Nachman, Nun Daled, the song of Rabbi Shimon, the song of Mashiach. V'zabechinas kliza Meshem Menagnim biyad. There are instruments that are played, like string instruments that are played by hand, or the wind instruments that are played also by controlling the sounds with the fingers with the hand. Rabbi Nachman says that through the movements of the hand, the song is played, and these songs would bring upon the Nevi'im a ruach of nevuah, ruach HaKodesh. Shaydei zeh shera ha-nevuah la-nevi'im, k'may shekosov chuli menagein, k'akli hu esasvus ha-ruach. Because what is the musical instrument? Rabbi Nachman says the musical instrument is that there are ruchais, there are sounds, there are vibrations, sounds, ruchais, winds, air. These sounds, these vibrations, there are good sounds in the world, and there are sounds of sadness. There are sounds of evil. There are sounds of misery in the world. Ki yesh atzvus ruach. There are people who are depressed. There are people who are filled with atzvus ruach, the wind, the air is filled with sadness. Ruach nechayev, ruach ra, as it says by Shaul, v'yesh ruach toiva. But then there are sounds, there are ruchais, there are winds and vibrations that are good. K'may shekosov, ruchacha toiva tancheni brings the pasuk, v'zeh b'chinas ruach nevuah. And therefore nevuah is called a ruach, a wind. Ruach HaKodesh. V'zeh shemenagin b'yad ala kli. When the tzaddik puts his hands to the kli, to the instrument, the tzaddik through his song has the ability to gather in all the ruach tova, all the good ruchais of the world, of all of his followers, all those who are attached to him. Ruach nevuah, mitoich atzvus ruach, he sorts out the good sounds. I'm afraid to say this because it was an old song, the good vibrations. He sorts out the good vibrations, the good sounds, from the bad sounds, from the winds, the ruach esra'os. Therefore, the tzaddik tzarech liyos yodea nagain. Therefore, the tzaddik has to know nagina, he has to know music. She'ed lekabetz v'lilkait v'limsay chelke ruach achas la'achas. The tzaddik has to find in each and every Jew, in each and every person, he has to find the good sounds, the nekudas toivas, the ruchais toivas. And he's malaket, he gathers them together. Biyad, the ruach toiva, the ruach nevuah, mitoich atzvus ruach, v'tzorch liyas yedei again, she'ed lekabetz v'lilkait v'limtzal chelke haruach achas la'achas. The tzaddik finds chelke haruach achas la'achas. Could they live nice hanigin, to build this beautiful niggin of Jews coming together, of all of the good, of finding the good in all of the Jewish people, and through those ruches toivais, separating them from the ruches ra'os, from the ruches of atzvas, and creating a magnificent song. Could they live nice hanigin? Hainu hasimcha, hainu live nice haruach toiva, ruach nevuah. To build, to construct this ruach of simcha, this ruach of nevuah. Sho hepech atzvas ruach. And ultimately, it's biyodcha hafkid ruchi, asher biyodo nefesh kol chai, ruach kol besarish, and v'tahoya kenagin amenagin v'tihiyalav ruach Hashem. So now listen, Chevra. It was revealed to us by Rabbi Shimon. In the Idra, it was revealed to us that Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai gathered together the Chavaya, his Chavaya HaKadosh, his holy 10 Talmidim. And Rabbi Shimon began to reveal, to separate the world from that time that's called the time of the Olam of Tohu, of emptiness, of despair, of brokenness. And he began to reveal the secrets of Olam HaTikun, of the world of Simcha, the world of Mashiach, the world of Tikun, of repair. Until that time of Rabbi Shimon, the world existed in a state of tohu. And the Olam HaNekudim, I'm not going into what that means, but separation, fragmentation. The Beis HaMikdash was destroyed. It was a churban. It was a world of tohu. The students of Rabbi Akiva died because of this. And the Gemara says, V'haya olam shomem, and the world was empty and it was desolate. It was a world of tohu, of emptiness. And even the Chachamim who gathered together in Yavne, the Gemara tells us that even the Chachamim who gathered together in Yavne, they came to the conclusion that as seed the Torah shetistakach mi Yisrael, that there was no future for Yiddishkeit, Chalila. That as seed the Torah shetistakach mi Yisrael, that it was such tohu, there was such atzvus, there was such despair, that there was no hope to build Yiddishkeit again after the Churban. And Hashem Yisborach sent the B'tzina Kadisha, the holy light. He sent the Irve Kaddish, Min Shmaya Kanochis, Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, to teach the world a new song. And he began to reveal the nigun of tikkun, of simcha. And he breathed life into the Jewish people. And it says over there in the Zohar Kodesh that there was a tremendous rash on that day. And Rabbi Shimon made his students take an oath, al kedushas machshavtam, that they should guard the holiness of their minds, of their thoughts. And they were silent. And there was a tremendous rash. And it says, v'akuvos doladon action, that the tzaddikim, the ten of the Chavaya, their knees were knocking together. And millions, countless malachim, angels, came into that room of the Idra to hear this nigun of Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, to hear a new song, to hear the beginning, the first notes of the song of that Shir Chadash that we're going to hear being finished by David HaMelech with Mashiach. And then the Zohar Kodesh tells us, Chadi Rashbi. Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai was laughing. And he said, the pasuk from Chavakuk, Hashem shamati shemachi yoresi. The Chavakuk Hanavi said, Hashem, I have heard what you have said, and I am terrified. Yoresi. And the Zohar says that Rabbi Shimon was laughing. And he said he said to the Chavraya, you are afraid, the same way that Chavakuk was afraid. Because Chavakuk heard in Yiddishkeit, he heard in his nevuah that sound of fear, of pachad, of gvura. And Rabbi Shimon says, Hosum yeyus havelim hevi dochil. And it was taka right that until this time the world was in tohu, the world was empty, there was a pachad in the world. And Chavakuk came from that world of gvura. And that was the nigun of the world of tohu until that time. And that was the nigun of Yiddishkeit, Rabbi Shimon said, until now. And even when the Torah was given, it says, Vayecherad kol ha'am, that the entire nation was fearful, they were terrified, they were trembling. And Vayar ha'am vayanu, and they were shaking, Vayamdim rachok, and they stood far away. And the whole Yiddishkeit, be'etzem, until that time, was ki'im liras Hashem. The essence of Yiddishkeit was pachad, was fear. And then all of a sudden, Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai stood up and he screamed out to the world, and this is why we're here now, because we hear this, and we want to be part of this. And that's what's happening now before Mashiach comes. The Rabbi Shimon screamed out, all of this was until now, the world of Tohu. But Anan b'chavivusa talia milsa. Anan b'chavivusa talia milsa means that now something new has started. Hashem sent me to reveal a world of tikkun, of ahava, chavivusa. Chavivusa means ahava, of love. A Yiddishkeit where children will grow up hearing that the essence of Yiddishkeit, of course, you have to have Yiras Shamayim. Of course, there's Sur Meirah. Of course, one has to be an Elechid and has to be Yiras Shamayim. But the essence of Yiddishkeit will finally be heard. V'ahavtas Hashem lokecha. And the essence of Yiddishkeit will be heard. May ahavas Hashem eschem, ahavti eschem, Amar Hashem. And Rabbi Shimon was the beginning of gathering together those notes of that song of Mashiach, of the Shir Chadash, of that song of Ahava, of Chavivus, of love. The song that later on the Tzaddikim, the Yichid Hadars, would play notes and chords and continue on with that song of Anan B'Chavivus Italia Milsa. And in the piyut that we're going to say soon of BaYochai, you say BaYochai v'lestei tapuchim, that BaYochai Rabbi Shimon went to the field, the orchard of apples. Alisa lilkait by merkochim, and Rabbi Shimon, you went there to gather together merkochim, the cures of the Jewish people. Mr. Hashem will be coming out with a new album soon. We're working on the second album, Nigunim of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And one of the songs there from Michal Shapiro, one of the songs is about the tzaddik, it's about the Baal Shem Tov HaKadosh that went from place to place. And there are words in that song, and showers of love cured hearts that couldn't care anymore. And showers of love cured hearts that couldn't care anymore. This is the song of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. This is the song of the Baal Shem Tov HaKadosh. Rabbi Shimon was, Alisa Lilkait by Merkachim, was gathering together these sounds of the Olam HaTikun, these sounds of Ahava, of Simcha, of Yoifi, of Hoyd Shabbahoyd, to build this magnificent nickun of the Olam HaTikun. And that's the meaning of Ishkafta L'chvoida Pnima. Ishkafta L'chvoida Pnima means that Rabbi Shimon lived, Rabbi Shimon's world was in the Kodesh HaKadoshim. And in that world of the Kodesh HaKadoshim, deep inside of every Jew, there's only Simcha, there's only Hoyd Shabbahoyd. In that place, in the Pnimius of a Jew, everything is beautiful, everything is pure, everything is holy, everything is good. All the Ruches Toivos, all the good sounds. Rabbi Shimon was able, Lilkait by Merkachim, he was able to gather together these sounds. He was able to find the good, like the tzaddik finds the sounds, those nigun, the nigunim of Simcha, the nigunim of Ahava. You know, the Ben Ish Chai, Schus Yerleinu, the Ben Ish Chai has a tefillah for Lag BaOmer. And it begins with the words, Kum Tzadik HaKadosh Orachai. Kum Tzadik HaKadosh. We're asking, Kum Tzadik HaKadosh. Stand up, wake up. Tzadik HaKadosh Orachai, the living light. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And daven, cry out to Hashem. Kum tzadik yisod olam asher rav koichacha lifter ha'olam. It says in the Gemara in Sukkah, Rabbi Shimon, you said Yochalani lifter is kol ha'olam kulayim and hadin. Rabbi Shimon, you had the power, and you began to reveal this power to exempt the entire world from din, to remove judgment and anger and sadness and misery and Sebrachenkeit, all the sad songs to remove from the world. And Lag BaOmer especially, we're asking you, Rabbi Shimon, come, stand up, wake up already. Uvakesh rachim l'fnei melech malchei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu al Beis Yisrael b'nei Avram Yitzchak v'Yaakov asher begalusim v'dalusim v'shivlusam v'lachatzam v'dachakam zekam me'el shanim. It's not me'el shanim that we're oppressed and miserable and suffering in gullus and poverty for thousands of years. And korim b'shem Hashem. And despite all of that, all of us are still korim b'shem Hashem. U'ma'aminim b'y. And we believe in Hashem despite all that we've been through. U'b'seros from His Torah. V'kam alofim mosru asram laharigu l'shreifa al-kedusha shmo yizbarach. And how many Jews over the years, Ben Ish Chai couldn't have imagined what would have been a short time in the future. How many Jews gave themselves to be killed, were killed and burned al-kedusha shmo yizbarach. You know, before I came in here, I was sitting in the teacher's room over there, the lounge, and it's an old place, this school, and they have signs of different graduating classes. And where I sat, there was a sign, the graduating class of 1942. And my wife knows right away that that's bad for me. Because when I look at the sign, they show like some prom from 1942. And these people are dancing over here in Lawrence by a prom. And our grandparents, parents and grandparents and great-grandparents are being burned and being gassed al Kiddush Hashem while they're dancing by the prom. And how many Jews have no money, they're poor, and they still continue on learning Torah. And Yisraelim ben Amanis, Yesh B'Yisrael, and they continue on keeping your mitzvahs. Innocent and pure children who learn Torah without sin. And how many old people are there? Old men and old women. But they can see us midrashos, and they still pull themselves out of bed to try to get to shul to go daven. Even though they've been davening for so many years for Yeshuas Hashem, and it hasn't happened yet, the big Yeshuas Hashem, nevertheless, they don't give up hope. They continue davening. And boim lebeis haknesset l'spal l'shmod divrei Torah. V'kama aniyim yesh b'Yisrael shemechadem hashabbosim yom tovim. People who mechabed Shabbos and Yontiv, even though they don't have money, with b'tchak u'b'tzar. V'kama have a shalom roid from acha mitzvahs sheyesh b'Yisrael. V'kama soivlei chaloim v'soivlei yisurim v'soivlei aniyos yesh b'Yisrael. V'mekavim mitzapim Yeshuas Hashem. There's so many people who are going through so much. There are young women that I remember them when they were 17, 18, 19, and they were davening for a shidduch. And now I can't look at them when I see them, that they're 35, 40, 50 years old. And with all of that, the mekavim, mitzapim, and they continue on davening. And they continue on believing in Kadosh Baruch Hu. So Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, the Ben Ish Chai says, Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai is gathering together all of these sounds, all of these notes of all of the thousands of years to build this nigun to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And therefore, Chevra, we want to be a part of this. You know, it's really amazing. Until the time of Rabbi Shimon, we always had in the Gemara and Chazal, we always have conversations between Rabbonim, Chachamim, and their Talmidim. With Rabbi Shimon, something new started. It's called Chavraya. It's called Chavraya. A circle of friends, a Chavraya. Because the whole Indian of Rabbi Shimon is Alisa, Lilkoit, BaOmer, Kochim, is to gather Jews together. Chaveirim, Chavraya. And there are Jews here from many different places. Baruch Hashem. And there are Jews all over the world tonight, tomorrow, who are remembering Rabbi Shimon. And all Rabbi Shimon wants is that each and every Jew, each and every one of us, should be part of a Chavraya. And in all of your communities, wherever you are, to start Chaburas, to start Chavrayas. Men having Chavrayas. Women getting together to have their own Chavrayas. To learn the Torah of Rabbi Shimon. I'm not saying to sit down and to start learning Zohar Kodesh, but each Chavraya, everywhere where there are Jews, to create Chavrayas, Chaburas. And these are the Chaveim of the Chavraya of Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai. And we're here tonight because we want to be part of that Chavraya. We want to be part of that song. The Gemara tells us, in Bava Basra, and after Zayin, the Gemara says that Evan Toiva, it's a maimer from Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai in the Gemara. So Rabbi Shimon said, Evan Toiva is a tluya b'tzavaro shel Avram Avinu. There was a precious stone, some gem, that Avram Avinu wore on his throat from where we sing, as a necklace. Shekol choyle haraya oisa. any sick person who would look at that stone, miyad mizrape, he would immediately be healed by looking at that gem of Avraham Avinu. Because Avraham Avinu was the midah of Ahava. Avraham Avinu was the midah of Chesed. And for many, many years, that song of Avraham Avinu became buried in this world. And Rabbi Shimon began to reveal that again, that song. And therefore we can understand that the Gemara says that what happened to that stone after Avraham Avinu was nifter. So the Gemara says, "Ubishosh nifter Avraham Avinu min ha'olam," and Avraham Avinu died. Tolo HaKadosh Baruch Hu begalgal chama. HaKadosh Baruch Hu took that stone and Hashem took it and he hanged it. He hung it galgal chama by the sun. And galgal, we understand, is the oisi is lag BaOmer, lag BaOmer. Chama means the fire of Rabbi Shimon. To tell you a story. Before we light the Medura, somewhat more than 200 years ago, there was a gzeira that was made in Poland. There was a gzeira. There was a particular Russian anti-Semite who initiated a decree against the Jews in the little villages. That there were many, many, many Jews in those years who lived in tiny little villages, and they made a living. Many of them were making a living by running kretschmas, bars, other places like that. And there was a gzeira that was going to be passed that would force all of these Jews out of those shtetlich, out of those tiny little villages. The Jews would no longer be allowed to work, to live in those places, and they'd have to move to the cities, to the larger towns and cities. So many of the Jews from the countryside gathered together. A few hundred of them gathered together, and they went to speak to the tzaddik Yisod Olam Reb Hershel Ziditshover Zchus Yigdal. And they went to cry to him that this is going to ruin our lives. We have no parnasa. We don't know what we're going to do. We don't know how we're going to live. And there are elderly people, families that can't go. We don't know what we're going to do. And they came to Reb Hershel Ziditshover to daven, to do something about this gzeira. And Reb Hershel, to their surprise, said, "I'm not so sure that it's such a terrible gzeira. I'm not so sure that it's a bad decree. Because Sof Kol Sof, he said, you know that in your little places where you are, in most of these places, you don't even have a minyan. And most of you spend your lives not davening tefillah b'tzibur. You don't daven with a minyan. And not only that, but the connections to the local peasants are very, very close in those little villages. And it's having a bad influence over many of the Jews who live there." And Rabbi Hershel said, I'm not so sure that this is something I should daven. Maybe it's better, maybe it's the Ratzon Hashem that you move to the cities. So they were all crying. They said, please, please. So finally Rabbi Hershel said, look, I don't know, let me see, come back tomorrow. And that night Rabbi Hershel Ziditshover sent his neshama and Elias neshama. He sent his neshama up to the yeshiva Shalmala, to the Bezdin Shalmala. He sent his neshama to that place. And Rabbi Hershel saw that in that place there was a big commotion that was going on. They were tumbling over there also. The Tanoim and the Amoraim and the Rabbanan Savaroi and the Gaonim, that they were arguing, they were tumbling, Rishonim, Achroinim are arguing over what's better. Should the Jews remain in these villages? Should they stay in the villages? Or should they come to the cities? Should this decree be allowed to continue or not? And Rabbi Hishla said the Shavuot is telling this to the Jews when they came back the next day, that I went to Shemayim and I saw this. And it turned out that it was Nimnu v'Gamru. It turned out that they came to the conclusion that it would be better for Yochai, it would be better for you to go to the cities. And then all of a sudden there was one Jew that stood up. And when he stood up, everybody else stood. It was Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai. And Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai began to scream, and he said, absolutely not, it can't be. What's going to happen? What's going to happen if there are lonely Jews, some Jew that's lost along the way, and he's walking, he's driving around in the middle of the night, and he doesn't know where he's going to go, and he's afraid, he's lost in the middle of nowhere, and he sees there's a little tiny village, and there's a house or two, and he looks for mezuzah, and Baruch Hashem, there's a Yid over here, and he's able to knock on that door, and this Yid is going to give him something to eat, to drink, and give him something to wear, and give him a place to sleep, and give him a good word. It can't be. So this caused a whole commotion in Shemayim. All the Tanoim and Amoraim, Rabbi Shimon said, they're arguing back and forth, and it was decided in Shemayim that it would be decided by a tzaddik in this world, and that tzaddik in this world would decide what should be. And they asked Rabbi Shimon, do you have a recommendation? He said, Rav Hirschel is at the Shavuot will decide. So he told the Chevra from the villages, you don't have to worry, go home. The anti-Semite died already this morning. And the decree was canceled. So we are saying like the Ben Ish Chai, Kum Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai. We're not living anymore the way that our brothers and sisters lived in the countryside over there in Poland. Most of us have a place to go to, and most Jews have something to eat or to drink. There are people still who are suffering in so many ways. So we're asking, Kum Rabbi Shimon, you didn't allow such a gzeira to take place. Rabbi Shimon, you were so filled with ahava, so filled with love. You so much were filled with anan b'chavivus etalia, that you couldn't bear to see that one Jew would be lonely in this world. So we're saying to you, Rabbi Shimon, we're begging you, Kum bar Yochai, that you should stand up with all the tzaddikim, that we should be Zoche Bez Hashem, that this will be the last Lag BaOmer that we're keeping here in Golos, that in the future, Lag BaOmer, next Lag BaOmer, there are going to be not thousands, millions and millions of us are going to go to see you and to celebrate together with you, and all the Tanoim, and all the Amoraim, and all the tzaddikim. Throughout all the ages, we're going to sing that Rika, that dance of Ahava with Mashiach Tzidkeinu, with the Gulash of Amitis, Shem Hev Yameinu, Amen v'Amen.
Ay,
Everybody could direct their attentions to the screens above. We ask everybody not to remain in their seats, please.
together. Did it? Pischoli Sharei Tzedek Avoivam Haideka Pischoli Sharei Tzedek Haideka Pischoli Sharei Tzedek Avoivam Haideka Pischoli Sharei Tzedek HaTana HaEloki Rabi Shimon HaTana HaEloki Rabi Shimon Bar Yochai Ana Shem Moishiana Ana Shem Moishiana Ana Shem Matzlichana Ana Shem Matzlichana Ana Shem Moishiana Sheyana Lichvoid HaTana HaEloki Rabi Shimon Bar Yochai. Let's go! One more time. Lichvoid HaTana HaEloki Lichvoid HaTana HaEloki Rabi Shimon Bar Yochai.
Check. Bar Yochai nimshakta shrecha
שמן ששון מחברך, בר יוחאי נמשך דשך, שמן ששון מחברך, בר יוחאי שמן משחת קודש, נמשכת ממידת הקודש, נסעת צנזר הקודש, חבו שלוש חבר, בר יוחאי נמשכת דשך, שמן ששון מחברך, בר יוחאי נמשך דשך, שמן ששון מחברך, בר יוחאי מושדו ישבת, יום נסת יום אשר ברכת, במרד הצורים שעמדת, שם קנית עוד חבל. בר יוחאי נמשך דשך, שמן ששון מחברך, בר יוחאי נמשך דשך, שמן ששון בר יוחאי עצי שיטים עומדים, לימודי אדוני הם לומדים, אור מובלי אורי קודם יוקדים, הלא המה ירוך המורך, בר יוחאי שמן ששון מחברך, בר יוחאי וליסד הבוכים, עלית לרכוב המקחים, סוטרה כציזים וברכים, נעשה אדם למרבה מורך, בר יוחאי נזרת, שמן ששון מחברך, בר יוחאי נזרת בגבורה ובמלחמת אש השערה, וחרב עושת המטרה, שלפת נגדך. בר יוחאי מחברך, בר יוחאי למקומיו לשיש, הגעת לפני הרי לאיש, גם כולן כותרת עלייך, תשורי ומי ישורך, בר יוחאי בר יוחאי בקודש הקודשים, קו ירום מחדש חודש, 7 שבתות סוד 50, קשרת כיסא שנקשרך, בר יוחאי נמשך קדומה, השקפת לכבוד הפנים, 32 נתיבות ראשית תרומה, עד קרומים זיבורך, בר יוחאי נמשכת דשך, בר יוחאי אור מובלי רומלה, ירד המילאה בתקירב לה, תעלומה ויגרה לה, נמת עין לא תשורך, בר יוחאי בר יוחאי, אשרי ילדתך, אשרי העם, הם למדך, ואשרי העומדים על סודך, לבושך שן תומך.
Let's go!
Elbow.
Rabbeinu sha'ag b'kol gadol ein shum yeyus ein shum yeyus ba'olam klal.
One more time, Rabbi, one more time. Ay, Rabbeinu.
Sha'ag b'kol gadol ein shum yeyus ein shum yeyus ba'olam klal.
Ay, mitzvah. shoyim agadeh mamna kama itade ay baba bish boy shes miyolo yotzit nizoy ay baba bish boy shes miyolo Sheni acharecha ramamanu mutzah Mo sheni acharecha ramamanu mutzah Heviani yamelech Adara nagila v'nismecha bo
Da da da
שיפוצו עושה קוסימן הילך שיפוצו זורו עליו הצדיק, היו לשלך שמחה. אוי זורו על הצדיק, היו לשלך שמחה. אוי זורו על הצדיק, היו לשלך שמחה. אוי זורו על הצדיק, היו לשלך שמחה. שמחה, אוי זורו על הצדיק,